Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the show. It's the David Starlight Show, coming to you live from Australia, and it's a beautiful day out here. How are you? I think we didn't have the usual link, so not many of you may have received this notification. I am David Starlight. Every week I do a weekly intuitive reading show, channeled guidance, wisdom. Sometimes we do some Buddhist meditation, and we discuss different spiritual traditions, an integral approach, a psychological approach, therapeutic approach, spiritual healing, and so on. It's quite eclectic. So if you are online, please do like and share. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me to earn money. So it does help the algorithm and makes YouTube know that I am live. This is a live show, so please do check in. And just a short intro. We are operating our consciousness within a nervous system filter. So always remember to be kind to other people, kind in your comments, and give them the benefit of the doubt. When the time changes, November the 4th Pacific time, the show will be airing live at 2 p.m. instead of 3 p.m., which may be better for some, maybe not better for others. So do mark your calendars. So, nervous system, we're operating our consciousness through this filter, through this physical vessel, this physical body, and we do get emotionally triggered, and that's part of the nervous system's striving for safety sometimes, and collective trauma being remembered, or your own memories from childhood, perhaps. So many things can come up when you felt unsafe, when perhaps you felt blamed or shamed or judged or whatever it was. Your nervous system goes into different states of arousal, or the sympathetic nervous system gets aroused, it gets activated, so we always look to bring consciousness to this, bring awareness, bring a moment of just recognizing what that is, and being there for yourself. There's a beautiful mystical saying, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. So ultimately, if we all lived that way, it would make things flow more easily, less volatile. It's not the reality, but it's just a reminder. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. And when you do feel activated, perhaps it's inspiring to look at or it can inspire you to look at your inner child, essence, the child within, the little boy, the little girl. Some people even talk about the contrasexual aspect. They say, well, within each one of us, there's a little boy and there's a little girl. Or you could just think of it as a feminine and masculine quality. But because we come from this masculine feminine dichotomy, this polarity, because we have the two parents, the male and the female, there is this within us, circling around, all within our bodies, within our minds. There is this kind of interesting polarity between the masculine and the feminine, but we have it contained within each one of us, whether we are physical, masculine, physical body as a male, or physical body as a female. You still have both of these aspects to you. And when we rise above that in terms of spiritually, we recognize that we are a soul. And the soul does not take on a physical body necessarily. The soul is the eternal aspect to us. The eternal aspect of us is our soul. And the soul is not a boy. The soul is not a girl. It's a spirit. Please do share the show. It helps the algorithm, and I do accept tips through the pay link, donations through the PayPal link, which is scrolling on the banner below. Thank you. And Carlos is online. Thank you for sharing, Carlos. And great to see you. You found the show because it's I think we went on a little bit late. So thank you very much. How are you? I'm doing very well, Carlos. I was just up early, but the time seemed to go very quickly. And here I am. Carla says, "Hey Debbie, how are you?" And I'm still trying to get this full background, so it may look a little bit cluttered. That is my actual background that you see behind me, but it's my painting's also in the background, so it looks very exciting. I do live in the tropics, so what you see there is very reflective, or very it mirrors kind of my reality of living in the tropics, in tropical Australia. And welcome to Misty. Great to see you. How are you? Welcome. Carla says, "I'm good." And Tracy says, "Hi." Welcome, Tracy. Well, great to see Tracy. And how are we all going today? How is everything going? Have you felt yourself perhaps have some experiences that you could be mindful of, could think, well, what does that mean? Is there some nectar in this experience, in this, that I could gain some soul-centered guidance, some soul reflection, some soul intelligence, call it, wisdom that can come through and that can guide me through, because it is quite an eclectic world we live in, and our consciousness can also feel quite eclectic. I think somebody was talking recently about we have 24 hours in a day, and are you conscious? How much are you conscious of? And could you actually go through any day, like even yesterday, and think what was I doing for those 24 hours? I know some of that would be sleep, so we probably wouldn't. Our unconscious mind would have some kind of conscious awareness of what was going on, but ultimately, consciously we weren't quite there. But say you were awake for 16 hours, whatever it is, and you think, well, what was I doing during those 16 hours? It seems like a long time, like 16 hours. Where did that time go? And becoming aware of time, and actually a whole day goes by, and it's like, what was I actually doing for that time? So it's quite an interesting thought. So Tracy says, "Hi, would love a message." So we're just going to pick a card for you, Tracy. And let's start with the Energy Oracle cards. All right. Let's have a look there, Tracy. Okay. So there's an element here of I get this card a lot with people. They're just kind of coasting along, and they are sort of wondering, is there something better for me? Surely I'm supposed to be doing more with my life. Surely there must be more to this. And that's a recognition from your consciousness that yeah, there is more. There is more. Sometimes it takes us taking some steps outside our comfort zone, and walking outside what we usually do. Maybe a different pathway, try a different route. You drive a certain direction, go somewhere different. Start to explore the world. Open your mind to new experiences, new events, new people, and that's part of the stimulation. Well, you're getting this feeling, well, things just seem really repetitive. I'm getting a clear impression that this is really pushing you forward. It's saying, well, yes, there is more. Your soul is telling you. This is like a whisper from your soul. Yeah, but it's going to take some movement outside of your comfort zone, Tracy. So we are just gonna pick a card now from the beautiful Starseed Oracle deck, and that is telling me that there's like it's like a lot of this NUE. I would say it's breaking things open. It's things are being revealed to you. Things are coming out. Things are showing themselves in your mind. Perhaps things that you didn't want to look at before. You suppressed them. You didn't have time for them. Or you just didn't spend that time to be aware of them. It's kind of now is things are being opened up. Things that were previously hidden are coming out, and that's within your consciousness. So this is a call that it's saying things are rising up or bubbling to the surface, and that may seem uncomfortable, but ultimately that's good. That the you know and it's sometimes even we think of a flood or something. It's very uncomfortable for many things, but it is about releasing that energy. Nature's always doing that. It's alchemizing, shifting things around. It's changing the density, allowing the weight and density to shift through it, to flow. So this is almost like you've cultivated a lot of ideas or a lot of things, ingredients in your life, things that you worked on, and it's kind of like now is a time to let the pain, let the sorrow, let the disappointment uh, alchemize you forward, make you and not break you. So bring the famous alchemist who took the lead and made it into gold. So that is what this is about. It's about taking these experiences and surrendering them to high power, to propel things forward, to let this be an alchemizing experience. That I see you like going into the stream and just letting things go, actually going, well, that's past. I've learned the lesson. I've got the wisdom, and now I'm ready to recalibrate. So this is almost like a pause, a cycle where the cycle's ending, and now we're releasing everything so we can bring in the new. So that's very much the ideas that these cards portray. But I am going to pick another card for you, Tracy. And let's have a look here. This is encouraging you to remember your origin, remember your essence, remember what's truly important to you. Remember it's almost like an angel birthed from the stars. So there's a beautiful message here that's reminding you of your spiritual origin, Tracy. So thank you so much. Appreciate your time and have a beautiful day, Tracy. Thank you for being there. Nash says hi or hello. Hi, Nash. How are you? Welcome to the show. Great to see you. How are you? And not much else. So please, if anyone is online, please do like and share the show. What's Liz Robona? Liz Robona feels for Naveen. I've never seen that name before. I'm curious what the origin is and how you say it. I don't think I was getting that right. Just to say, Tracy says, enjoy your day. And Nash says, not so good. So not so good. I'm sorry, Naveed. I guess you like Nash. What is the origin of that name? What does it mean? I'm just curious. We both are Indians. Okay. Alice Rabona. Okay. What does she feel from me? And good evening, Trish. How are you? Where are you coming from? I think you're in the UK, Trish. So we're just getting on you, Naveen. I'm just trying to work this out. What does she feel from me? All right, so we're gonna ask for some guidance for Naveen and see what comes up. What does she feel from me? I feel actually I got like this fire. I got this sense of fire. So fire does indicate passion, which is a great ingredient in a relationship. It's sort of the engine that can then power things forward. So that sort of a sharp-edged sword or double-edged sword. That's what I want to say. Double-edged sword. The passion can lead to catharsis. It can lead to pain. It can lead to suffering. It can lead to a sense of brokenheartedness. So that's the card that's coming out from this Naveen. It's a brokenheartedness. It doesn't mean necessarily there's no path to reconciliation. It just means, well, that's what she's feeling, brokenhearted. So that's pretty clear what she's feeling. What does she feel for you? I guess that's slightly different orientation, but we will keep asking. And this is very much she's got a very like a womb, a mothering, a feminine. So it's kind of like you're stimulating her feminine side. I would say you're stimulating her sensuality, her divine feminine, her sort of sense of being female, being a woman, you're giving her that sort of buzz of being female, I would say. So you're bringing out the feminine in her. We've got the brokenhearted, so that's what she's feeling. She's feeling brokenhearted. Now, both of you, just a reminder, you're not alone. Reach out to other people. Always get support if you need it. It sounds like you do need that support, Naveen. You need some love. You need some support from others. We are going to pick one further card for you, Naveen. It just feels like, this is like a storm. So there's like, and I feel like both of you, there's a storm. And we talked about the fire, we talked about the passion. And that's something beautiful that can bring a relation, can bring people together, but it can also drive them apart. It can also create a lot of suffering. But it's a great thing that you do have this you do have this feeling. So I'm getting clearly like that is going to sort of start to dissolve. So you are going to both feel more at peace. Now, perhaps the best thing to do is just to be patient with yourself and let the storm pass. And when you get off the storm, you get this beautiful serenity, this beautiful peace. So I'm getting that the storm is, you're both in the storm, and then what's going to happen is you're actually both going to feel peaceful. You're going to feel, and then that's a time when you can reconcile potentially. That's a time when you can go, well, what is real here? What is important here? What is the soul essence? What is the karma that we are working with? And what is the way to work this forward? So I would say bring the sweetness into your heart. Bring the sweetness back into this relationship, and the things that are essential, the things that are really brought you together, that really need to sustain the relationship. I would say is the sweetness. So sending you lots of love, Naveen, and have a beautiful evening. And thanks for coming on the show. Please do like and share the show, and big love to you, Naveen. Trish, I think we said hi, Trish. I just shared the show. Let's get some people in here for free reading. So thank you, Debbie, for sharing the show. Trish says, good, thank you. Yes, UK. How is the UK? What time is it? It must be like midnight, I would say, like late at night. So you're up late, Trish. I hope it is worth it. Maybe you were up late. Anyways, you're a night owl. So Butterfly says, lovely souls. It all looks so beautiful. And I think I missed you last week, Butterfly. So welcome back to the show. And you sent me, there's a heart, there's a butterfly, there's a smile, there's kind of like this hand. So sending that back to you, Butterfly. That's really sweet, and really taking a moment to appreciate the sweetness, to appreciate the nectar, to bring that back to ourselves, to our own inner child, the healing of our inner child, to bring the sweetness we were as these little babies that came into the world. I wouldn't say completely blank canvases, but this potentiality, pure possibility of what could be, and coming back to the sweetness, coming back to the nectar. Nash says, please. And then he says, when you see reconciliation. Trish says, do you see my financial situation getting better, please? Trish says, yes, 11:30 at night. And Naveen says, thanks a lot. So sending you lots of love, Naveen. We can come back to you. I'm just going to go to Trish. Do you see my financial situation getting better? So we are just picking some cards for you, Trish. Let's have a look. So we get that's you, the anxiety card. So it's almost like this anxiety it's blocking the flow a bit. So I'm getting the strong essence of trust. We just have a sort of it's like an inner battle going on, and it feels like it's creating this tension and anxiety that you're feeling. So, firstly, come back to yourself, come back to self-care, and there's quite a sense of battle around the energy for you, Trish. So I'm wondering how your parents felt about money, how you felt as a child about money, how you interacted with finances, what it was like to you growing up. I'm feeling like there's an inner child healing that's required. There's a sense of needing to come back to the essence of you, the essence of your abundance, your trust in life, your ability to hold space for the good things, for the beautiful abundance that you so deserve. So what comes through strongly is a need to water your garden, to nourish yourself. And I'm just going to switch that off to bring water into your your fertile garden, to make it take care of your body, to rest. So we're talking about being up late at night. So rest, have early nights. You've got the weight of the world and all these things that are not yours to carry. So this card is like all this emotion, all this stuff that you're carrying, that just start to let that go. You're not born alone as a soul. You have support. So I would encourage you to start connecting to your guides, connecting to your angels, connecting to other people in your life. So recognizing you're not alone, recognizing that there's too much you're carrying on your shoulders, the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's not yours to bear. Start to let things go, develop, work more on your boundaries. Sometimes there's also the simple things, the simple ingredients can create a sort of cascade, a manifestation, can open up things. So very simple ingredients to push things forward, like just having having a shower, having a bath, being tender with yourself, having a nice nourishing soup, having a really good sleep. All of this is going to help your nervous system, help you to start to function more optimally. So it's almost like the more you worry about something, the worse it gets. It kind of spirals. So Trish, just take some moments, start to care for yourself, start to really, I would say, adore the body that you have, adore the simple things. And I'm just catching up with the message. So you have these limiting sort of ancestral beliefs, and this is what you're reenacting. That's the source of it. So it's important to release the contracts, release the limitations, and listen to things that nourish you, that give you the abundance mindset. And sometimes it's just recognition of limiting beliefs that help us to upgrade them, help us to bring new beliefs into our life, start to embody new ways of being, and maybe connect with people who are living in that vibration. They can inspire you, Trish. So Trish says that resonates and understand, and I'm just going to catch up with some of the messages now. And have a good night's rest, Trish. Know that you're not alone. You do have guides, you do have angels, and they love you very much, and they're there to support you. They're there to hold you. So Butterfly says, I love and adore my little one. We make a superb team. And when you say your little one, you are talking about your inner child. And she's very cute. So Trish says, thank you. Butterfly says, open heart and ready to receive a reading, please. Thank you so much. And Angela says, good to see you on again, and great to see you. Angela, did you have so many names before? I think you have more names than ever. Great to see you. And Butterfly says, I adore and love my inner child, and we make a great team. We have a good laugh every day. Trish says, understand. Thank you so much. So sending you lots of love, Trish, and know that you are loved, and you have a beautiful tenderness, a beautiful feminine energy. And also send your inner child love, what we were talking about before. Butterfly is a great example. I adore and love my inner child. We make a great team. Amanda says, hi, welcome to the show, Amanda. Butterfly says, we have a good laugh every day. That's amazing. You are a beautiful team. You have a good laugh. All right, so we're just going to look at your cards today, Butterfly. And we are going to pick a card for you. Okay. So this is encouraging you to go outside, to remember your star connection, to bring in there's like both a transmission energy and an activation energy. So the nature's transmitting to you and you're transmitting to nature, and so it's both ways. It's not just a one-way street. So there's a real sort of sense of spiritual awareness going on, spiritual opening and activation. So if you do have a music grid, some rituals, some outer energy, this is saying, burn that incense, burn the, got some Palo Alto here, so burn Palo Santo, sorry, Palo Santo. Burn the incense, burn the Palo Santo, burn the white sage. Remember those rituals. Remember to come back to your inner heart, your inner manifestation, your inner altar. All right, so that is your message today, butterfly. Let's see if there's any last messages. Okay. And there is definitely this encouragement. Do that often, burn the incense. There's an encouragement to let your inner nature flow, to let it be seen. So there's an encouragement here to come out of the spiritual closet, to come out more. I would say to come out more, to be shown, to be I'm just looking for something here. To be revealed, your true self, your true nature. So very much saying, like, be the flower that you are, be seen, allow your uniqueness, your creativity to shine, to let your soul gifts be expressed in the world unapologetically. Let the flower essence from your soul express yourself in the world. And there's sort of a readiness now for you to be more visible in the world. This is about showing up in the world, butterfly. So Amanda said would love a massage, please. Me too. I would also love a massage. And Butterfly says, I do spend a lot of time in nature, also in my tree house. So things are happening, Butterfly. You are aligned. Everything is flowing beautifully. So let's have a look if we have any other messages. Did I miss out? Amanda says, a message, please. Laugh out loud. Oh, okay. Amanda would like a message. Okay, let's have a look in the cards. So there's almost like some kind of business, paperwork involved, scales are weighing, and we're gonna just explore this more. All right, so we've got the Earth School. So we got the beautiful Earth School card, which is that's really beautiful, Earth School. And Earth School. So this is telling us that we are learning lots of things, and that's kind of fun. And it's kind of it's just saying, you're on this path of higher learning, of studying, of being initiated into life lessons and learning all these things from themes that have been chosen for us. And this is deepening your experience of wisdom and the all the aspects of life, all the facets of life. You can think of the spiral of life. You're experiencing that, and you you're not always going to get everything right, because it's not school is not about getting everything right. It's about learning, and learning the polarities, learning the multi-dimensionality. And each time you go deeper, things unfold more and more. So it does feel a little bit like challenges are in your way, like things are coming up for you that are challenging. And this is reminding you, well, you've come here to learn. You've come here to learn and grow. So it's not, it seems serious, but just kind of like, take a big breath, maybe a double breath, and try not to engage too heavily or too much. Don't worry about getting everything right or getting it, not getting anything wrong. It's part of the lesson to let your soul grow, go on a journey to find a way to grow through life's obstacles. Highs and lows are part of this experience, and your soul trajectory is the whole point. So this kind of means that you are, I would say, definitely going to be studying something more, because could be some kind of structured learning, but it's like you're involved in, you are going to have opportunities for soul growth ultimately. So you sort of just keep, whenever things are happening, keep remembering, I'm here to learn, and life isn't serious. It's not, I don't need to get too caught up in anything. Just take a little bit of lightness, a little bit of gentleness, softness, humor, quirkiness, going with the flow, but not getting too caught up in any one thing. So it's a beautiful card. I don't know if you can see it. Probably it's a bit far away. So it's a beautiful card, Amanda. I really like it. I do see that you are starting to mature in terms of remembering your connection. It's almost like we all have this energetic connection with spirit, with the universe, call it whatever you want to call it. And it feels like you're starting to embody that. You're starting to remember that connection. Amanda says that's so funny, and she says lovely cards, so you can see it. That's great. All right, so lots of beauty and lots of love to you, Amanda. Keep going, keep enjoying, keep laughing, and go well. Butterfly says, thank you so much. Thank you, Butterfly. I want to see a picture of your treehouse. I spend a lot of time in nature, also in my treehouse. And Amanda says, thank you so much. Thank you, Amanda. So, what is happening in you? How can you shift and upgrade your vibration? Sometimes it's very simple, choosing to be your own best friend, choosing to be your own best friend. So that's, how would you treat a friend? How would you speak to a friend? What would you do for friends? So sometimes it's very simply turning it around, and instead of being sort of part of the experience of the world, as surrendering to the experience of the world, activating your own inner self-love, and bringing yourself into this alchemy of the world. So I think we're up to date with all the comments. Misty, are you still there? How are you? We talked to Nash, we talked to Trish, and let's have a look. So anyone else? Oh, Angela says, if you have time, I'd love a message. All right, so we're up to date with everything. Angela, it's your time. All right, I'm gonna also pick from this energy oracle. All right, so let's have a look at these cards. So, there's quite a few things going on for you, Angela. There's definitely a sense of, remember, you don't need to do anything alone. You do have support. When you're going through anything challenging, reach out to others. Sometimes lean on others. They're there for a reason to support you. You're not there to be isolated. You're not there to be alone. There's a sense of remembering your own boundaries, and it's part of this lesson of connecting with people, being with people, but then remembering also your own boundaries. What's you, what's them. So there is this lesson coming through about boundaries, about activating like what, getting a sense of who you are and where you are situated versus where other people are. So pure unconditional love for all people and situations, that's gonna help. And but we need to have boundaries as well on in the earth plane, in the three dimension, in this complex web or interweb that we reside in. So it's almost like you have this love of people, love of relationship, love of others, but it's important that you develop the love for yourself. Healthier boundaries are really what's coming through strongly here. So review any energetic agreements you've made and clear the energies, past, present, future. All of the sort of interlinked. It's almost kind of like a web I'm seeing. So clear out the web, clear out the space. And actually what comes out is that you have a lot more spaciousness. So balance is really important, Angela. I'm getting a clear sense of needing to find your balance, find your center. Sometimes I'm also getting impatient. So I'm feeling like, plant your seeds, water them, just give them time to grow. Don't expect everything to come instantaneously. uh, just think of something as nurturing a seed, nurturing a plant. Give it some water, give it space, give it time to be nourished, to grow, to get the sun, get the water. But there's a real sense of needing to know what's yours, what's other people's, learning your boundaries of what is yours and what is theirs. And that is all I've got for you today, Angela. Thank you for coming online, for liking and sharing the show. It's always appreciated. And Butterfly says, lovely readings for everyone. Well, thank you, Butterfly. And what is any parting wisdom that you have to give to us, Butterfly? And anyone else who wants to share in the comments something you've learned about yourself and the world in the past week or so, and that you want to share with other people, that you want to share with the world. So any kind of wisdom you would like to share, please do write it in the comments. I was talking about becoming one's own best friend, choosing ourselves, realizing that sometimes we cannot rely on the world to give us everything. We need to start with ourselves. We need to re- recalibrate how we feel for ourselves. Boundaries are really important. Knowing what's yours, what's theirs, and clearing the energies. When I have a shower, I like to cut cords. I like to clear the energy. So that's things we can do. We can also, I was talking about burning sage, burning white sage as a ritual to clear energy. We can take the sage around our house and clear all the stuck energy, clear all the energy that's not ours. So there's processes we can do that help us raise up the energy and clear the unwanted, clear the old energy away. So here we are, and we are nearing the end of our show. Anyone who has any parting advice, feel free to share. I'll be on again next week at the same time, same place. And keep sharing, keep loving, keep defining your boundaries. Really important. Creating a safe space for your nervous system to reside. And Sego is back. Hi, Sego, how are you? Great to see you again. Stu says lots and lots of love, hearts, and beautiful hearts. Thank you, Stu. Stu in Florida. And Sagil says, okay. Great to see you again, Sagil. We are on every week at the same time. And I'm good. Great. Please do let us know how you're doing. For now, I'm going to wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Remember that your wisdom is within you. It's waiting for you. It's always there. You don't need to depend on other people. Sometimes we do need to depend on other people, sure, but you always have your inner light, your inner wisdom. Your People call it the highest self. You may think of your soul, however you want to think of it. You have that within you. You have a sacred connection to divine energy within you, and it's beautiful. It's special. We talked about the inner child, and you can think of this little baby essence inside of you, and going back to that essence, going back to that purity, going back to that sense of completion, sense of wholeness, sense of wonder, of newness. Butterfly says being an inspiration and being authentic. So I'm just going to pick a card for you quickly. We are ending the show soon. And I forgot your name. I haven't seen you in a while. I remember you had this Sagil, and I was like, can you change it and give me your picture? And I forgot your name. So all right. So we have boundaries coming up for you as well, Sagil. My name is Michelle Linda. Which one? Michelle. So you have many names. Linda, Michelle. Thank you. All right. So I'm not sure what your real name is. Michelle, Linda, both. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so the energy around you, I'm feeling like it's quite cloudy. I would say I'm feeling like, do I go left? Do I go right? So clear all these cobwebs, clear all this indecision. It's almost like if you could go for a run or something physical, just get in your body instead of in your mind, because this is going left, right, backwards, forward. do something really physical to clear out this energy. That's going to help you shift and really think of the topic of boundaries. We've been talking a little bit about the show. You can always replay it and listen to it again, Linda. That's gonna help. Remember what's yours and what's other people's. Come back to your true essence and clear the energy. Another thing that I've been doing recently, I really like it, is that you breathe twice through the nose like this, and then sigh or breathe out through the mouth. So breathe. Actually, that was 3 times. Whatever works for you, explore that. And that helps the nervous system recalibrate. You can focus on the out breath. Breathe in and then focus on the out breath. You can also bring in an idea, bring in an intention. I feel safe now. I am safe here now. So, or I'm present and safe here now. So practice that 5 minutes. And that's really going to help you shift, Linda. That's really going to help you bring you back into your body. I recommend going for a run. So that's also, maybe do both. So that's also another approach, Linda. That's gonna help things shift. So sending you lots of love, sending everyone lots and lots of love, and see you all next week on the other side. Go world, go light, go beautiful, big love. See you.